But as I'm saying is that they are not sensual mails. They're not. It's, as I said, they were offensive.
Sexually offensive.
Offensive to the senses.
When did the mail stop?
The mail stopped on the 11th of December 2014.
Hrithik, I'm looking at the mails, and here there's one mail which says, also I'm thinking when you are shifting to your new house, baby. When your kitchen is ready, I want to set it up. It says, I'd like to train your staff based on your requirements.
What do you think I must be thinking when I'm reading this? These are one-sided mails, incessant mails, just continuously talking as if there is interaction.
There is another email which says, "आप फिर से सारी रात नहीं सोए, ये बात नहीं समझ आती मुझे, क्यों करते हो ऐसा?" It's like she met you.
No, I don't know. How could she have known?
She says you hacked into her email ID and sent this mail.
Well, how does that make sense?
It makes no sense.
There are a lot of things that have been mentioned. She talks to me about the mosquitoes in Bandra, talks to me about what she ate. Anyways, I really don't feel comfortable talking about or explaining.
When did the email stop?
They stopped on the 11th of December.
11th of December 2014. So the mails start around July 2014.
Yeah.
And they carry on the barrage of emails, 15, 20 a day, and suddenly end in December 2014. What was the last mail? And why did it stop?
December 11th, 2014, there was an article in the DNA paper saying Kangana's mystery man revealed. And that morning, now that we have studied the mails after 2 years, because I had to make sense of this whole thing before I could understand what to do with it. So I read these mails 2 years after when they helped me retrieve these mails.
Right.
And on the 11th of December, when the article came out, on that day, her mails start off on a very, very bright note that we are going to, spend our future with each other. The world will know now, and it's going to be so happy, and etc., etc. And through the day, it turned angry and then abusive. Through the day. And that was the last that...
So there are these, let's understand, there are all these mails which are trying to tempt you sexually, explicit mails sent over a period of time and about setting up and living a life together, etc., etc. And then there's suddenly an article which says that you are the mystery man. And then after that, you're saying the mails turn abusive.
On the same day. It started off on a very bright note, and then they turned abusive. And she also mentions that this article is going to come out, and now we are going to be free, and etc., etc. And throughout the day, I think I also tweeted on that day. And by the end of the day, her mails turned completely abusive, and she ends by saying, whatever, something in Hindi, that I'll scar you for life or something.
I think I have that email. I'll just read it out, Hrithik. What do you want to say to people while we are taking a little break on the program who are looking at this and saying, I have never heard a crazier version of what's going on? And there'll be somebody saying film stars are crazy. What would you say to them?
Well, there's no point in judging or accusing. I think the focus now should be on a solution, on maybe learning something from this, getting more aware of cyber crime, of theft or whatever. Because I think no longer will your thieves enter through your gate or your door. I think they can just enter through the thin air and create havoc in your bedroom. I think it's very, very important for people to be aware.
One of the emails, 19th November 2014, towards the end of this crazy situation where she's sending you mails, says, "तो पंगे मत ले, नहीं तो सारी उम्र के लिए स्कार हो जाएगा, कोई थेरेपी नहीं चलेगी, दीवारों पे सिर पटकता मिलेगा, और वैसे भी बेवकूफ़, जब मुझे पता है तूने मेरे अकाउंट को हैक किया है, एट्सेट्रा एट्सेट्रा. एंड शी सेज, अपनी औकात की कोई लड़की देख और वहाँ दिमाग लगा, ज़्यादा ऊंचे सपने मत देख, एट्सेट्रा एट्सेट्रा. एंड शी रिपीट्स हियर, नहीं तो स्कार हो जाएगा. This was a threat now. You should have responded at least then. You could have gone to the police then. Why not?
I did. That's the day I went to the cybercrime and I lodged my complaint. That's the day to cybercrime. But Arnab, you have to understand that all this time I am thinking, all this time, and this might have been a wild goose chase in my mind, but all this time I am still blaming the imposter. I have...
You mean you never thought she was writing these mails?
Please understand. These
you
mails,
thought somebody hacked into her email account to send these mails? That's impossible.
No, let me explain. Rangoli's mails say that she has been communicating with some guy at hroshan@email.com for the past 6 months. 1 month after that, she starts mailing me on my right account.
Yeah.
What do I think? I think, oh my God, she is extending the relationship that she's had with this imposter communication. She's extending that towards me now on my right account. So I'm all this while thinking that this person is not realizing what she's doing.
So you actually think she is innocent at that point of time?
At that point of time, I am feeling bad for her.
This is
all through that, I am feeling, how do I stop this person?
Don't tell me you're so empathetic.
Whatever I am, I am.
No,
I'm not going to explain.
Are you saying this? Are you saying, Hrithik, that you actually felt that she had been misled by the imposter into believing she has a relationship with Hrithik Roshan?
Unfortunately, that's what I thought.
And that she was the victim of the circumstances and was continuing this relationship with you on email, assuming that it was not an imposter in the past.
It was one of the primary thoughts in my mind, which is why when I went to cybercrime, I lodged a complaint against the imposter, in which she became a witness. I did not even attack her. I did not even mention her name, which of course they asked more questions and then eventually they knew it was her.
Did you at any point of time think that she was behind this?
Who?
Kangana.
With these mails, yes, of course.
That she was planning it?
Oh. I have tried to look at this and analyze this in 10,000 ways, Arnab. In millions of ways. I don't know what the truth is. I really don't know. You really have to ask the person.
But that's where, there's a catch.
Yeah.
The catch is this, that you say that till 2014, you still give her the benefit of doubt, thinking that she has been misled.
I am upset. I am harassed. I am feeling like I need to do something about this. I have gone to my friends in the industry. I have gone to the commissioner. I am going through all of that. At the same time, I am also thinking that if she has been communicating with this person for 6 months and then extending that relationship towards me, I have to find this imposter, this guy, whoever he is or she is. If I find that, the case is closed.
So for you, the villain is the imposter, not
Up until
Kangana.
then.
Up until then, the villain is the imposter, not
yes,
Kangana.
And I have traveled a lot of miles to find this guy.
This picture, I'm going to hold it up and then we can run. She's putting this picture out. Yeah. Our sister is putting this picture out. I'm going to hold it and then we'll show it on graphically. Of you holding her by her waist, close to her, in an extremely intimate pose.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry I'm taking a detour from what we are talking about, because at the core of this, I still want to address the question that's on the minds of people today.
Yes.
No smoke without fire, and understand, I want you to respond to the narrative of your being Mr. Famous and Mr. Rich, taking advantage of a newcomer. And you have been described by a socialite columnist as a megalomaniac who takes advantage of young small-town girls. You are rich, Mr. Famous, son of a film star,
That's
exploiting
her.
It
doesn't affect me.
And then this picture emerges. And her sister puts this picture out saying that Hrithik For you, this is proof that you and Kangana were physically intimate. What happened? When did you take this picture?
Well, first of all, when this picture came out, the very next day it got exposed. It got exposed by all the other people who were at that party, including my ex-wife, who was very much a part of that, not just part of that party, but also part of that very picture.
You're saying when this picture was taken, Suzanne was there?
She was there, along with a lot of our friends.
How is it possible that you and Kangana are taking an intimate picture and your wife is standing next to you?
Because she was in that picture, and she had tweeted the next day. All my friends tweeted pictures the next day of different poses that we were doing. It was a party, we were doing something that was fun at that point of time. It just seemed like fun to enact posters of these old Hindi films. Mm-hmm. And there was Dino and me and Suzanne, and we were all doing, there was a...
Dino is Dino Moria.
Yes. And there are pictures of all of them doing these poses.
You're saying that this was an enactment, not real?
It was an enactment where we were all having fun.
No, but it
was a lot of fun.
Says that this is a proof of your intimacy.
If you see the pictures, the person behind has been photoshopped.